Okay, then. Okay, now what I'm going to do is Abdul Aziz, Mir Qasim, and Jahid. Jahid, I at least have some idea. Abdul Aziz, we used to do earlier. So, Abdul Aziz and Mir Qasim, do you guys have some idea about Java or not much? Hello, Mir Qasim?
Hi,
Yes, we
this is
do
Mir
have.
Qasim.
Like, do you
Hi.
have some idea about Java?
I have I'm actually like I've studied Java. Like I've taken a couple of crash courses.
Okay, good.
So yeah, I do have
Okay,
a little bit idea
Indian
of
have.
it, not
then let me
advanced.
show you a basic thing about stuff. There is a Udemy ID which we have, Islandsoft. These guys, I mean, Khalid or whoever told you they can give the login ID for this. Let me start with everything. You guys know
अरे
about this thing
IDMI लगा जी.
well. Let me talk about very specific stuff.
This is mainly Java or with the DevOps.
Java and DevOps focus Vira. So basically nowadays what's happening in the interviews, I mean, this is more of interviews focus and of course some real time also. Point is Java will be some emphasis, and in the same Udemy thing we have DevOps courses also. Whoever can do towards the
और बड़ा.
DevOps. So basically Java is thing is there, but I
Some echo is coming.
yeah, someone can mute probably somewhere. See, the idea is DevOps has been changing so much, and almost in the Java interviews I'm seeing, DevOps, I mean, almost all the interviews they're asking, what do you know about Docker, Docker Compose, do you know anything about Kubernetes? I mean, it's not like they're expecting clearly, but if you say you know Docker and this thing, it's a huge advantage. And when you see in the companies, they might use whatever. In the interviews point of view, they are using mainly Jenkins. So whenever someone changes a job or whatever, Jenkins is like very, very important in CI/CD. Still better to know what is CI/CD, but it's like Jenkins. Whether you use it or not, different thing. Jenkins.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get on to that. So in the Udemy thing, this Java programming for complete beginners, Ranga Karnam thing. So first, let me say what I want you guys to do. Then, I mean, if anyone doesn't know this thing, we can discuss from there. In this course, my first thing is this thing. I mean, introduction to Java programming. If you have done it, very good. Not done, also fine. My very first thing. So the pattern will be like once in 2 weeks, we'll have a small test kind of thing. I'll have set of questions and you need to solve it in 1 hour or probably 45 minutes or so. The next thing is, if you know how to install Java, very good. I want you guys to do this section. Java programming, installing Java section, and then JShell. Does any of you here doesn't know about what is Java? I think Jahid left, maybe he'll join again. Abdul Aziz and Mir Qasim. Do you know how to install Java?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, Prasad, I'm right here. I'm with Abdulaziz, so we are both, teaming together on this call. So that it was echoing because we both were on the call at the same time.
Okay. So Abdul Aziz, do you guys know at least this first basic section? See, my focus is first. I want to start with introduction to Java. This guy talks about how to install your Java. The first three sections here. This, if you open the actual one, this comes as section 9, 10, 11. At least these three sections. Does both of you, I mean, does you guys know already, Jahid and Abdul Aziz, or you don't know?
Yes, sir. We know these three sections.
Excuse me. I think whoever is talking, there's a lot of disturbance. in the call.
Mm-hmm. Maybe Abdulaziz and Jahid, if you want, you can join from phone. I think there is some phone line for this.
Okay.
I don't know. Let me just check once. Just check in the meeting ID. I think there should be some phone line also.
Yes, it is there.
Then see if you can join that way, so that way this echoing stuff will not be there. So we'll spend briefly on this. Then my plan is to spend more introduce on the DevOps thing also. So each of you should know at least basics of DevOps. So my first plan is to get a install. I mean, since all of you know Java, I mean Veena, okay, Java installation, and then the Java. At least you should know what is JShell. I'm not expecting you to know deep into JShell. Let me show you very basics. See, does all of you at least know what is Java and how to install Java? Let me know if anyone doesn't know how to install Java. Does any of you doesn't know how to install Java?
I'm good with Java.
Okay, fine. So if you know Java, well and good. If you don't know what is Java, how to install Java, you can read these sections. Which ones? This section in this course. So you can mark down this course. Let me at least put it, and I will put into the chat later on. Java start course, I would say, startup course. That Udemy login ID you will get from Khalid. So what I want you to do, if you don't know what is Java, do this section, installing Java. If you don't know what is Java, how to install it, follow this specific section. Wait. Do install Java section. Install Java section, the above thing. Then, so all of you know that is fine. Maybe if someone sees this video later on, it will be helpful for them. Installing the Java. So this way, at least you know what is Java, and you can practice on your Windows systems. That is fine. I'm doing in my Linux. That's okay. You can practice on your thing. Once you are done with this, and at least you should know what is JShell. If you don't know what is JShell, do these 3 sections up to launch JShell. It's, I think, sections 7, 8, 9. JShell basics from the above course, sections up to 9. If you don't know, let me just show you what is JShell. I mean, I'm not expecting you to know everything in JShell. Let me just show you. So I'm going into my Linux system in the terminal. Of course, you can do the same thing in your Windows system. So now I'm just launching JShell. Let's check Java version. Java, okay. Does any of you know how to check Java version? Veera, not you. Others can answer.
Sorry?
Does any of you know how to check the Java version I am in? I mean, I am using Java in my system. Now, Java is already installed. I want to check the Java version I'm using. How to check it?
Oh, I don't know that.
Okay. Jahid or Abdul Aziz, you don't need to talk. If you know the answer, you can just put it in the chat window. If you know.
Okay, sir.
It's okay, man. No need to call me Sir. You can just call me Prasad or Raghu or Shahab. Anything is fine. You can call Jakia sir, not me.
Okay.
Why are referring other materials or courses in class? That's a plan, Veera. I'm not going to teach everything spoon feeding because I want to just talk very limitedly and I want to ask people to do specific stuff and ask questions. That's a format. That's the reason I told you might not like it. I
No,
don't
no,
want to spend
actually,
a lot of time and I don't want to see again later on people are not really spending. So I discussed with a guy called Sayed and we are planning to do it in a very practical in nature. There are two more students expected. Yeah. Okay, so if no one knows what to check the Java version, let me do this. Java hyphen version. So I'm using OpenJDK. So you don't need to worry about whether it is OpenJDK or Oracle JDK. Main thing is note it this down 1.8. So essentially it means JDK 8 or Java 8. So this is actual version of 1.8 minor major sort of thing. You don't need to focus. So Java
1.8 doesn't have the JShell.
what Vira?
1.8 doesn't have a JShell.
Why? Because probably I think I'm using some JDK 11. It has multiple things. Okay, excellent point you have brought up, Vira. So guys, yes, nice correction of having an expert. So to make sure to run JShell, you need to make sure I mean, I think that is same thing Rangakanam also says. In the install Java, make sure you install JDK 9 or later. I think if you download from the Oracle site, if you just go and search yourself Java, if you just search for Java installation, I think you'll get JDK 14. Now right now, you just install it. That is fine on your Windows. So basically, what happens is with the JDK 9 and above, you have JShell. That's what Vira is trying to tell. And JDK 8, you don't have JShell, but in my system, I have multiple Java versions. That's the reason JShell will work. But my emphasis is just to check the Java version. Just go Java hyphen version. You will see something like this. So normally if you install JDK 14, you will see like 1.14, JDK 14, I think, latest one. Even if you have JDK 11, anything is fine. You just do this. So first thing is you have Java version thing. So you can just check. So you just launch a JShell. So ideally, when you have JDK 11 or whatever, you will get it and it will tell which version it is using at that moment. So if you use JDK 14, I think you'll see as 14 version. So my main emphasis is this is called REPL. REPL. Which one? JShell is called REPL. It is called extract, reevaluate. So idea of REPL is there in many other languages. It is not there in Java basically. Java has been a very slow player. So idea is you type something, you understand immediately. So like say I just want to write something. If I write the same thing in some other language is fine. In Java, everything we need a type. It's a strongly typed language. So basically you can practice any Java code you want using the JShell. I mean, normally what we do, you write public static void main or write hello world thing. For example, I just want to print something. So I'm just trying to print something. I'll just say hello world. I'm printing something. So basically I want you guys just at least to launch JShell and know. If you know already JShell, very good. If you don't know, just practice this sections till section 9 of the above. Okay, so I guess all of you know JShell, at least just practice to this extent, then we'll go further. Now, my plan is within the Java thing, I don't want everything. Let's go to the next section. Let me spend few minutes. Is there anyone who doesn't know what is Eclipse and how to install Eclipse?
I know about Eclipse.
No, who doesn't? Veera, not you. We'll come to you on the DevOps thing. With respect to the normally, Mir Kasim, yeah, you are answering. Abdul Aziz and Jahid, does any of you doesn't know what is Eclipse? I mean, how to use Eclipse? Okay, I guess all of you know. If you know Eclipse, very good. If you don't know Eclipse, I want you to do these 4 sections within this Eclipse. Introduction to Eclipse, I want you to do these 4 sections. And you can pretty much do everything, but I don't want to focus on each and everything. The once you get onto the project, you will learn more and more. Collections. Mir Qasim, Abdul Aziz, and Jahid. Does any of you doesn't know about collections?
I don't know much about collections.
Okay, who doesn't know much about collection? Mir Qasim?
Yes.
Okay, you doesn't know much about collections. Jahid and Abdul Aziz, do you guys doesn't know about collections? My question is negative. Do you guys doesn't know about collections?
We know about collections. We have good understanding and knowledge about it.
Okay, so Mir Qasim, you need to do this entire section. Can you tell me this one, Jahid? You don't need to tell whatever Ranga Karnam is telling as a concept. What is the comparison between hash map, linked hash map, and tree map? I mean, you don't need to tell the textbook definition. What you understood?
Basically, the hash map and linked hash maps, they are linked hash map is basically linked to each other. They come in a certain um, order, or and regular hash map they are not linked to each other. Basically, when you insert something in a linked hash map, it is first inserted into the zero element, and then it gradually increases the element to 1 and then 2 and then so on. But for anything else, it is not linked, so it goes wherever it has a space available.
Okay, then what is the tree map?
It is ordered list.
What is it?
Ordered. It comes in an ordered, yeah.
Okay, now let's talk very different deep aspects. Mir Qasim, if you don't know this, fine. So now task for you, Mir Qasim, is since you know other stuff, see other things if you want to read, fine. I don't want to stretch more on that. With respect to Java collections, these 29 lectures, which will easily take 2 hours or even more than that for you. So this is a specific thing for you guys. See, now if some beginner is coming, I want them to learn first installing Java, then at least the JShell first 3 sections. Then within Eclipse, at least you should know what is Eclipse. Maybe this step, installing Eclipse and then creating a Java project Eclipse. This is enough for someone who doesn't know anything. Any questions you guys can ping me in this iLineSoft WhatsApp group. That is a basic thing for anyone who is coming new. Next, if you know something about Java or whatever, so Mir Qasim specifically for you, we'll be again meeting Thursday pretty much same time, maybe 6:30 p.m. CST. You complete these lectures. Even if you're not able to complete, fine. You can ask me questions in the middle, or again we'll see on Thursday. But focus on doing as much as this year. That is for you, Mir Qasim. Any questions on that?
Yeah, I'll make sure I'll complete all this before Thursday.
You can do it?
Yeah.
Okay. See, it's not about just doing it. Try to digest, try to think more. Okay, now back to Abdul Aziz and Jahid. Okay, you gave some points. Okay, hash map is not linked, but what is hash map first of all?
It is a key value pair.
Key value pair. Okay. Now, whatever you said is fine. We need to tell something more in a general thing. It's always better to know. Where I can add points anytime. We'll come to DevOps probably next 5 minutes. So other thing we need to tell is you need to compare. All of this pretty much they are not thread safe. You can just check later on whether it is thread safe or not. They are not thread safe primarily. Your differences are fine. First thing is these above are not thread safe. If you need to get into thread safe, I mean, if you know already, very good. To get into thread safe, you need synchronized map or you need concurrent map. So you both of you guys know about these two.
Concurrent hash map, right?
Which one?
Sure. It's concurrent hash map, right?
Excellent, Viragaru.
Just telling.
Yeah, I think it's concurrent hash map. But I think, let's see what it is. It has come with Java 5 or something. Is it concurrent map or concurrent hash map? Let's see now. I think it's concurrent map, not concurrent hash map. Okay, let's see anyway. Maybe it is both.
No, not both. Only one thing only. Okay. Custom map, concurrent map only. Okay. Custom concurrent hash map.
Some people are saying concurrent map. Let me go to Java documentation. Java doc. Okay, Java doc says concurrent hash map. Very good. Then why these many people are saying concurrent map?
Open that.
Yeah,
He might say
also.
concurrent hash map only.
No, I think it is concurrent hash map only. Yes, you're right. Okay, concurrent map is an extension of a map interface. So concurrent map is more of a guidelines interface. Concurrent map, hash map is a concrete implementation. Okay, super.
Yeah.
So concurrent map is a thread safe interface. Okay, you know, it is not need to worry more about what is interface or not. Idea is there are these data structures. Do you know about these two guys, Abdul Aziz and Jahid?
What exactly do you mean by thread safe, Anna?
Thread safe in the sense, now when you have multi-threading, see, if you use hash map in a multi-threading, it is not a good effect. You will say something called concurrent modification exception or something like that. You will not get a desired results. So there is a word called synchronized. I mean, this is the next stage. So thread safety in the sense, while one thread is using it, now a specific block, other thread cannot use, something like that, which we say thread synchronization. So our idea is concurrent hash map and synchronized map, you have thread implementation. So basically their thread safety is everything is focused. So that is not there, thread safe. All these are not thread safe, that is fine. In the linked hash map, yes, it is linked, but the main idea is whatever the insertion order you have done, that will be maintained. That is the advantage. So basically insertion order is maintained and you will get the same thing. The stream map, yes, it actually maintains the actual order. So basically what's happening is some sort of a complexity. See, there is a common question. What is the time complexity of this thing? So idea is in a typical hash map, let's say once you have a key value pair, like key value pair, something like A1, B as a key, you have 2. So when you have a key value pair like this, in hash map, getting an element and inserting an element is easy. You just keep on adding new. Whereas in tree map, you need to maintain the order. So basically complexity increases. What is that called? Complexity of the data structure increases. I mean, these are the points I think Rangakarnam already spoke. I'm just trying to tell in a very generic sense. So if you have questions on this, you can ask me. So my point is Jahid and these guys, when you read these collections, you can read Java collections again and again, because it's not about just interviews. For your Java life, as Veera was able to correct me very quickly on certain things, focus on these data structures. What is the bigger picture of them? Are they thread safe? Actually, there is some very specific thing on concurrent hash map. I will send you a separate video later on, how it's internally implemented. So try to just think more so that you can add more points with respect to what you know. I want that. So with respect to collections in Java programming, you can read again. You can try to go deep, not just the basics, try to go deep. I'm not expecting you to understand each and everything mentioned here, but just try to give a link, and within the collections, within the Java collections, focus more on primary data structures: list, set, and map, and their variants. Queue, all those things is fine. If you know, that's fine. But focus more on within this. What are the types we have? Like array list,
So what
linked
is it?
list. We have hash set, linked
Sure.
hash set. These things. Yes, Veera, you're about to say
Sure.
something.
Just ask them to. Yeah, I just want to add one more thing. Just to check for what is the internal implementation of hash map, hash set. So those two things are very important. So if you want to go deeper, then you can go. What is the internal implementation of next like a hash? What is the collection concurrent hash map or tree map? But by default, everyone will ask for what is the internal implementation of hash map, hash set. These two things in the interviews.
Basically, what Veera is saying, how exactly is hash map implemented internally, and also hash set is implemented internally. Yeah, that is fine. If you want to go through that thing, fine. But my point is, you can read this Java collections again and again, and you can try to go as much deep as possible, because you will always learn in the job, but it's always better, as Veera said, you can again go into the exact implementations of Java hash map and hash set. That is for now. Again, on Thursday, we can discuss more of a Java stuff in detail. But right now, you guys can focus on this. Let's spend some time on the DevOps. Again, in the same thing, I have given some, I mean, there are so many courses I just added. Let me just type Linux. There are so many things. You can pick anything you want. These two are pretty good. I like it. Linux fundamentals for IT professionals from Durga Vishwanath Gadiraju. He has his own website called itversity.com. He is a very good big data trainer. This is about Java. Oh, it's saying only 10 minutes for June. That's okay. I think we'll be finishing. If not, we can join again. So for DevOps related, first thing I would say is understand what is Linux. Does any of you know Linux? Veera, not you. Does any of you know what is Linux and for you Linux commands? Guys?
I have worked a little bit on Linux, not much, but I have a little bit idea about it.
Okay, not little bit. At least do you know how to run Linux commands, few Linux commands? Hello?
No. I don't know
Okay.
that.
Try to learn something. That's what I'm going to give you now. I'm not particular on completing the course or anything. You can do any of this. So basically, you can learn with respect to Linux fundamentals. See, DevOps has so many things. We'll go step by step. First thing is I want to know, get a feel of Linux. So right now I'm in my Linux system. So I can run whatever Linux thing. Now I'll give one options for you. Now for you guys, you can do whatever these people say in these two courses. See, you can find any new course you want. That's fine. My idea is just get some idea on Linux. What is Linux? Get some idea on Linux commands just to get a feel. My idea is one thing is you can have your own Linux operating system as a dual boot. The way I'm having, that is not so easy. Second option you can learn Linux is yeah, you can create a AWS free tier instance. I have a separate video for that, or you can see anything online. So you can create a free tier instance free for next 1 year, and you can create a Linux instance there and use. Other thing, I have one more, but again you might not understand. WSL, Windows Subsystem for Linux. In Windows, you can install something called WSL, and you can practice Linux there. You can do it. You can still do it. My most favorite thing is online Linux. You practice Linux commands online, and there are many options. My favorite here is katacoda.com. Let me just show you. It's just free. Does any of you know about Katacoda thing before? Again, Veera, not you. Other guys. Does any of you know before?
नहीं,
No,
Katacoda
Let me
नहीं
just
पता.
show you quickly. What you need to do? You just go to katacoda.com. Now it's part of O'Reilly. O'Reilly has acquired it. O'Reilly is a big company, and you might have seen in so many places logins, all those stuff. You can just log in with your Google ID, whatever you want, or even LinkedIn. Okay, for some reason it is not working. That is fine. But you can GitHub also you can use. Oh man, all these things. In this, let me paste the link. There is a place for Linux, Ubuntu. Yeah, Ubuntu Playground. See, you can practice any Linux you want. I would suggest to pick either CentOS or Ubuntu because most common stuff. So I'm just giving the Ubuntu Playground here. With respect to Katacoda, again, I'll paste this in your iLines of the WhatsApp thing. Either you can go for Ubuntu Playground or you can use CentOS. There are multiple flavors. See, I'm not discussing what types of Linux, all those stuff. You can go for this, but I'm going with Ubuntu. So what you do is, you just need to launch. You will get this session for 1 hour or so. So now what are the courses I given you here? You just go through any of this course, or you can even use your own YouTube. I just want you to practice some Linux commands. Then once you go to the Katacoda, I'll type a very simple command. I'll just say help. I see so many things. Fine, not required. Clear the screen. Now next, I will do something called ls, means list the files. There is no file here. Then let me create something here. You don't need to learn all these commands. I will just create a simple file. And for a beginners, Nano is very good. Nano, I'll just say a.text. I'm creating a simple file with something called Nano. It's very easy for beginners. My favorite is VI tool. You can use Nano. I think it is become slow. So I can create any file here. I will just say a test file. Now, what I need to do for saving, I'll just say Control X. It's asking whether to save or not. Now I'll type Y. So it is saved. Now let's do ls again. Okay, it typed multiple times. I'm just typing once again. So it is saying the files. There is a variant of this, ls minus help. You will see more information about this. So point is I'm emphasizing is I want you to guys to expose a little bit about what is Linux. If you already know, very good. If you don't know, just practice it. So DevOps means we need to learn various tools step by step. I will tell you what need to practice. Probably need to practice of Linux, a bit of specific Linux commands, then tools like Ansible, Docker. We'll go to Docker later on. I think some of you guys know about Docker. Am I right? Hello?
Just general knowledge about that.
Yeah, but you need to have more knowledge. So Java thing, you can focus, whatever I'm telling you. If you have questions, you can still ask me. With respect to DevOps stuff, first, by Thursday, get some exposure. Even if you're not able to practice so many of the tutorial, fine. But practice little bit of this. I'm going to paste this entire information in the WhatsApp. And I'll also put this video in a YouTube. You can just have that link. I will give the link. It will not be in a public domain, but you can have the link and use. You just practice. So use Linux in the way you want. My preference, I told you, online, so you don't need to install anything. You just practice Linux here. Just at least get some idea of Linux commands. Further step, a bit of Java and a bit of DevOps, we'll see on Thursday. I want to go step by step. You can still ping me anytime in WhatsApp. Any questions, guys?
No.
Okay. See you then. See you on Thursday. Veera?
Yeah.
We'll discuss offline. You might have something. Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you, Anna. Bye.